Assalamu alaikum student. This is Dr. Navi Shahad, your course instructor. Today this is our ninth lecture. In this lecture we will discuss about interference. In our previous lectures like linkage maps and 3-point test cross, we have discussed about presence of the genes on the genetic maps, on genetic maps, how we can arrange genes, what will be the order of genes, and how we can measure the distance between the genes. And after that we discussed about if two or more than two genes are present on the genetic maps, how we can calculate their recombination frequencies, and what is the role of double recombinants to calculate the recombination frequencies. In this lecture our focus will be on the crossovers. If we say during meiosis two or more than two crossing overs occur, so what will be the results, what kind of recombinants may get through these crossovers. Here our question which will be addressed today is whether the one crossover has a effect to the adjacent crossovers, or there is any kind of interactions between these two or more than two crossover. So let's start. The detection of double recombinant classes shows that double crossovers must occur. Knowing this, we can ask, are the crossovers in adjacent chromosome regions independent, or does a crossover in one region affect the chances of there being a crossover in an adjacent regions? It shows that often they are not independent. So this interaction is called interference. According to interference calculation formula, we can also define interference as a measure of independence of crossovers from each other, calculated by subtracting the coefficient of coincidence from 1. The analysis can be approached in the following way for interference. If crossovers in two regions are independent, then according to product rule, what is product rule? The frequency of double recombinants would equal the product of recombinant frequencies in adjacent regions. So in our previous lectures we have already discussed recombination data. Again we will use that data to discuss the interference. In the 3 genes recombination zeta, V, CT, CV, we can calculate recombination frequencies of 2 genes separately. First, the recombination frequency of VCT is 0.132 and recombination frequency of CT-CV is 0.064. So, double recombinants might be expected at the frequency of 0.0084 if there is independence. 0.0084 can be changed in percentage, then multiply by 100, it will be 0.84%. So the value of double recombinants multiply with each other to get the frequency and percentage. That's why 0.132 multiplied by 0.064. In another sample previously discussed, Drosophila flies, that total progeny was 1448. So and their double recombinants can be calculated. Point 0084 multiplied by 1448, it will be equal to 12. 12 double recombinants are expected. If 12 double recombinants are expected, then what will be the observed double recombinants? Data shows that only 8 were actually observed. So there is a difference of 4. Why did not these 4 appear? If this deficiency of double recombinants were consistently observed, it would show that the 2 regions are not independent and suggest that distribution of crossovers favors singles at the expense of doubles. In other words, there is some kind of interference. Due to this interference, 4 double recombinants didn't appear. A crossover reduces the probability of a crossover in an adjacent region, which is the definition of interference. So first we will find or know what is coefficient of coincidence. Interference is quantified by first calculating a term called as coefficient of coincidence, shortly say COC, which is the ratio of observed to expected double recombinants. So coefficient of coincidence is observed frequency or number of double recombinants divided by expected frequency or number of double recombinants. How we can calculate interference? interference denoting or representing by I capital is equal to 1 minus coefficient of coincidence. So interference is equal to 1 minus, we know COC is actually observed frequency of double recombinants divided by expected frequencies of double recombinants. So student, in this case you should keep in mind we can write observed frequencies or numbers of double recombinants. Same with expected frequency or number of double recombinants, expected number. Here observed numbers and divided by expected number, or observed frequency divided by expected frequencies. Both type of values can be put here. In our example, interference is equal to 1 minus 8 over 12. 8 number is for observed frequency or observed number of the double recombinants divided by 12. 12 was the expected number of double recombinants. So 1 minus 8 over 12 is equal to 4 over 12. It's a mathematical calculation. You calculate this one. 4 over 12 is equal to 1 over 3. So 1 over 3 may also write like this, 33%. 33%, it means interference is 33%. सो ये तो आपकी एक सिंपल अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी है जब हम कहते हैं कि 12 एक्सपेक्टेड डबल रिकम्बिनेंट्स थे, उसमें से जो ऑब्जर्व थे वो 8 थे, तो कितने इसमें मिस हुए हैं, कितनों की डेफिशिएंसी है, दैट इज़ द 4. तो 4 की डेफिशिएंसी आउट ऑफ 12, तो 4 जो है 12 का 33% बनता है. तो इट्स मीन 33% इज़ द इंटरफेरेंस. 4 नंबर जो है नहीं आए, क्यों नहीं आए? ड्यू टू द इंटरफेरेंस ऑफ 1 क्रॉस ओवर टू द अदर क्रॉस ओवर, टू द adjacent crossover. This interaction or interference is 33%. In some regions there are never any observed double recombinants. If never observed double recombinants, so it means there is no any kind of interference. In these cases COC will be the 0, so interference I is equal to 1. This is the complete interference. Most of the times the interference values that are meet in mapping chromosome loci are between 0 and 1. But in certain special situation, observed double exceeds expected, giving negative interference values. It's mean समटाइम जिस तरह इस केस में हमने कहा कि 12 एक्सपेक्टेड है, तो बाज़ केसेस में हमारे जो ऑब्जर्व्ड आते हैं वो एक्सपेक्टेड से भी ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं, तो इसको हम कहते हैं नेगेटिव इंटरफेरेंस वैल्यूज़. Recombination analysis relies so heavily on the 3-point test crosses and extended version of them. That is, it is worth making a step-by-step summary of analysis ending with an interference calculation. We shall use numerical values from the data of V, CT and CV loci and try to calculate interference. Numerical values will be used and will calculate the recombination frequencies. Calculate recombinant frequencies for each of the genes. Look here, V, CV, recombination frequency is 18.5%. CV, CT, recombination frequency is 6.4%. CT, CV, recombination frequency is 13.2%. So these recombination frequencies are already discussed in previous lecture, but we will use this data for interference study. Next step is represent linkage relations in a genetic map or linkage map. So we can show these genes with the proper orders and with their recombination frequencies, that is actually their distance. So VCT 13.2 mu, CTCV is 6.4 mu. After doing this step, next step is determine the double recombinant classes. Then calculate the frequency and number of double recombinants expected if there is no interference. So expected frequency is 0.132 multiplied by 0.064 is equal to 0.0084. If we multiply this by 100, then it will be the percentage of this expected frequency. As now expected frequency is 0.0084. Then what will be the expected number? Expected number is the expected frequency multiplied by total number of progeny of Drosophila flies. Then its answer is 12. So expected number is 12. Now we can calculate interference. Observed number of double recombinants was the 8. Expected number of double recombinants is 12. So apply these values in the interference formula and calculate its interference percentage as we calculated previously. So interference is equal to 33%. Student, you may have surprised why we always use heterozygous females for test crosses in linkage of Drosophila. When PRVG, PR plus VG plus males are crossed with PRVG, PRVG females, only PRVG, PR plus VG plus and PRVG, PRVG progenies are recovered. This result shows that there is no crossing over in Drosophila males. So that's why the results that recovered are different. No recombination is there. However, this absence of crossing over in one sex is limited to certain species. It is not the case for males of all species. In other organisms, there is crossing over in XY males and in WZ females. The reason for absence of crossing over in Drosophila males is that they have an unusual prophase 1 with no synaptonemal complexes. Incidentally, there is a recombination differences between human sexes as well. Women show higher recombinant frequencies for the same loci than do the male. So it's all about interference. It's all about the interaction of crossing over with each other and their result or their link with the double recombinants. How double recombinants varies due to the interaction of crossing overs. This is overall called interference of the genes of the crossing overs during meiosis.